And here we are. I am so grateful that somehow, some way, your computer or your smartphone found this place right here, where you and I can just have a conversation. I wish there was a way that I could hear your voice, your reaction, your emotions, your pitch, your volume, your tone. But if you don't mind, I just want to share a thought. I call this the daily mess because I'm a daily writer. And as a daily writer, I find myself to be a silent wolf. I'm that animal that sits beneath the brush of a tree and I look at life. I take a lot of notes. And it's kind of crazy many, many, many times. But then someone will say, I was just thinking about that the other day. This is the daily mess. I'm extremely guilty of muttering these words every morning. It all happens way too fast. That's my reaction to the arrival of yet another work day. My average work day is anywhere between 10 to 15 hours. That's what I personally expect to get out of me. But it's by choice. It's personal expectations and ambitions that keep me in the game of trying to gain. Now, when compared to the amount of hours I sleep, which is between 7 to 8 hours, the reality is it all happens way too fast. My parents worked late into their 70s. They never saw age as being a barrier. Then my father's body began to break down. The most simple things became tougher for him to do. The goal is to meet face to face with the odds of being different. Sadly, there'll come a time when every single one of us are going to have a voice that has to make a choice. And it's really not going to matter. Which is every bit the reason why I write and why I'm extremely grateful for every day that is present. I celebrate Christmas every day. I do. And it's because on July 21st, 2009, I was blessed with a heart attack, an eye-opener. But I've been a daily writer since July of 1994, and I'll bet you somewhere between July of 1994 and July of 2009, I decided I was going to celebrate Christmas every day because every day is a gift. It's just that it was enhanced and empowered on the heart attack day, or as I call it, my rebirth day. But maybe if we go back to the 1970s, when I was baptized with my mother in church, maybe that's when I started celebrating Christmas every single day. But it took all this time to put it in writing. It's all happening way too fast. They say we can remember all the way back to when we were 3 years old. I do have those memories. 9 Adams in Billings, Montana. A white little duplex, nowhere near a park, but Riverside Junior High School, which I went to school at, was just down the road. See, it's all happening too fast. And I have to ask you personally what you're doing to preserve your past. Because we all have experienced things that others may have, but it wasn't through your eyes, and it wasn't through your steps. We may have had the same things happen, but the way that we made our way through that storm or into that victory, 2 completely different things, 2 snowflakes. So I ask, just one time, I would love to challenge you for 7 days. Take something and write something about you. It has to be all about you. It is not selfish. And maybe at the top of the page put, Dear Future Reader, and then date it. I'm Arrow, and that's the Daily Mess.